Hello and a very warm welcome on ESPNcricinfo Match Day T20. This is an all or nothing contest and I've got an all-pace attack to take care of that for me. Sean Tate is in the house as well as Ajit Agarkar, and this is the game that we are building up to. It is called an eliminator and it is appropriately named because the team that loses this one goes home. It is the Sunrisers Hyderabad against the Kolkata Knight Riders. The game is at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore. Like always, our format is 45 seconds to our analysts to look at our match points. Our first one is on your screens now and it deals with the top of the order for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. It has been the Warner and Dhawan show once again for them. Remember how important it was in their run to the title last year. These are some numbers on your screen before Sean and Ajit get into this conversation. Look at the percentage of team runs that they've scored, and for the top two run scorers of any team, it's 12% higher than Gambhir and Pandey, who are number two on that list. Ajit, if you've got that sort of service in, you can look at it two ways. One, no one else is contributing as much as they should be. Two is, well, what a team combination they've got. Two guys at the top who are scoring half the runs for them.
Yeah, I mean, Warner's the main guy here. I mean, Shikhar Dhawan's kind of got into form as the tournaments progressed. But while that can be a real advantage, you can look at it two ways, that it's maybe the other guys haven't done as much or they haven't had to do as much because of these guys having got the majority of runs. Hyderabad more so than some of the other teams, or the other three teams that are in the playoff, have been overly dependent on Warner through this tournament. The good thing for them is he stood up when it's counted, whether to get them through the playoffs. Every time there's been pressure, Warner stood up, and fortunately Dhawan's supported him. They'll have to do it twice more if Hyderabad have to have a chance, because the rest of their batting looks a little bit thin, and that's why they probably should get Williamson back in.
Yes, we'll talk about that as we go on, but Sean, just look at it from the perspective of a fast bowler or someone who's got the new ball for the opposition team in a situation of this kind. You know, you get through to these two early and you've got a real shot of restricting the opposition.
Yeah, well, I don't think we've seen that this tournament. I don't know if I don't know what plans teams have had to guys like Warner and Dhawan, but I think KKR's challenge is going to be come up with a plan to David Warner. It hasn't worked for anybody so far. He's been amazing this tournament. The last time these two teams played, he got 126 off 50 odd balls. So he likes to look at their bowling lineup. That's for sure. And Dhawan just complements him pretty well. You were saying, like, he came good towards the second half of the tournament. He's now complementing him well. He bats around David a little bit. And he's a great player himself. So I'm just wondering what they're going to do early. If they're going to bowl some spin maybe to David early on and try and change it up a bit. But depends who they pick for their bowling arsenal.
Yes, and of course depends on what sort of conditions and what is the game situation at the time. But yes, Warner and Dhawan more critical to their team than any other team relies on a set of two batsmen.